are they truly dedicated? We've sat around tables. People talk about they want to do this. Are you dedicated, bro? Because if you're not, forget about it.
Dedication very shortly means
Doing whatever it takes to make this work.
everyone says they want success, but very few are dedicated to actually trying to achieve it. And without dedication, you are simply wasting your time.
I've dedicated my life to becoming a player. And then it hit me. That's what it is, bro. It's dedication. It's that total commitment that you are prepared to do anything to make this work.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best show, not only on YouTube, not only on the planet, but in your mum's bedroom. This is the Unplug podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Episode 48.
Episode 48. And guys, if you've been living under a rock, we are the Unplug podcast, as I said 154 times. And we are here to help people unplug from societal norms and therefore live life on their own terms.
Indeed. We are for the entrepreneurs. We are for the solopreneurs.
Tell them again.
Are you ready to change your life? Jump out of that autopilot seat you've been sat in for the last God knows how long. Guys, it's time to flip it up. It's time to give it a change. It's time to go to the next level.
Let's do it.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
We'll be chatting about
guys,
today.
Before we dive in, I just want to say we are on the road to 500 subscribers. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, we'll hit subscribers. But if you're rocking with us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get engaged, leave some comments,
Please
show
do.
us some love.
Please.
You know what I mean? So, guys, today we are talking about dedication, something that really hit me the other day. Like I said, I was watching a program I like watching documentaries on Netflix. Netflix have, in my opinion, probably the best documentaries. But I find when I watch documentaries about athletes and successful people, it leaves clues. Like they show you like their life and how they got from where they were to where they are. And obviously, if you're trying to level up and you want to be successful, you study other successful people. Anyway, cut a long story short, watching this documentary on the Boston Red Sox, and the way it started, it was this player walking into the stadium and he was just like, yeah, I've dedicated my life to becoming this player. And like I said, it just hit me. Like from where he was maybe 15 years ago to where he is now, walking into the stadium of the Boston Red Sox, like what he had to do to be that player at that moment. You know, that could be Cristiano Ronaldo, remembering when he was on the streets of Portugal to now walking into Old Trafford, bro, 80,000. How did you do that? And I just felt like, yeah, he said dedication. And it just made me really think about, what does dedication mean? What does that look like? You know, most people say they want success, but are they truly dedicated? We've sat around tables and people talk about they want to do this. Are you dedicated, bro? Because if you're not, forget about it.
110%. But sort of like defining it now, right? What would you say dedication actually looks like?
For me, and I will only ever talk about my personal experiences, I see the difference now between when I thought I was dedicated to actually being dedicated. And I feel like the difference between then and when I thought I was to now is like, actually, as bad as it may sound, like doing whatever it takes to make this work. Whether that means, you know, messing up relationships, no longer being able to hang around or do certain things, or just changing you as a person. The minute you start changing what you do on a day-to-day, that's when you start to show dedication. So I feel like just the change of, I ain't doing that no more. I'm doing this.
100%.
So what about yourself?
I think for me, dedication very shortly means no matter what. Rain, shine, snow, sleet, like wherever it may be, like no matter what, being able to wake up and doing whatever it is that you dedicate yourself, or you said that it is that you're going to do, right? And whether that be dedicating yourself in your job, in your business, in your work, in your relationship, to your kids, to your family, but like no matter what, right? The absolute, like it's more than consistency. It's more than a job. It's more than like a responsibility. It's like something that you ultimately have to do, regardless of whatever the hell happens. You know, and I feel like for me, that's probably what dedication means most.
So I'm going to flip it on its head now and say to you, what does it look like to not be dedicated? Because there might be people out here doing things, not even realizing that actually, if you're dedicated, that's not what you do. What would you say that like the downside of not being dedicated? What does not having any dedication look like?
Okay. I think shocking answer to a lot of people might think I might say is nothing, really. And the reason why I say nothing is because not being dedicated will mean that you're just going to be living a very standard life. And it will mean nothing. And to some, and to most people, that's okay, right? And but to the real crux of it is you're not going to be living the highest version, as I always say, of yourself, right? You're limiting yourself, right? You know, you're going to be forever stuck in like gear 3, gear 4, when there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that you can elevate to. But because you're not dedicating yourself to this journey, to this mission that you want to be on, you're just going to be cruising at this constant level that doesn't require any friction, that doesn't require any effort, that doesn't require any energy, any motivation needed from you. Like the minimal amount of output is required. So because of that, nothing will happen and you're going to remain where you are. And if that's what you want to do and you're happy with that, happy days.
Yeah, I'd go as far as say, bruv, don't bother. If you're not going to dedicate yourself to what you're doing, don't bother, bro.
Honestly.
You'll waste other people's time,
And
but more importantly, you'll waste
time.
your own time. Do you know what I mean? And you just now, like I said before, just kind of stay stuck in the mud. I think for me, not being dedicated, like you just waste probably our biggest resource, which is time. Like you just waste time. Like what you should have done a year, 2 years ago, you're still pussyfooting around, like talking about it now, like you're wasting time, bro. And I think more importantly than money, time is very, very important. You know, and I also feel like you burn just your energy, your momentum, you lose momentum, you know, and eventually, if nothing changes, nothing changes, and then
100%.
you kind of just fizzle out. So yeah, that's kind of what it means to me. Now, I'm going to keep this episode quite short and sweet. I'm just going to now jump into some practical steps of how one can, you know, move from maybe not being dedicated to now actually gonna give it everything I've got, no matter what. I now understand the importance of not being dedicated. There's a difference between me making it and not making it. So now, what is the first practical step?
I think the first thing is definition. Defining explicitly and exclusively what it is you are dedicating yourself to, right? Because if you just simply say, you know, I want to have, and then we spoke about it in terms of like how we go about, you know, achieving our goals and selecting our goals. But if you just say, okay, cool, like I want to have a 6-pack, but let's like define that. Let's be a bit more exclusive. Like you don't just want to have a 6-pack. You want to be lean. You want to have minimal body fat. You want to have an athlete-like physique.
Eat the right food.
Eat the right food. Go to the gym regularly, exercise. There's a lot more to that. So I think be explicit, write it down, bullet point it. You know, again, I'm old fashioned, like pen and pad. But again, write down explicitly what is it that you're dedicating yourself to, firstly.
No, I like that. I think for me, my practical step 2 would be eliminate the half-hearted effort. Like make a decision, I'm either all in or I'm not. Like you can't, a good friend said to me, you know, you can't chase 2 rabbits. So effectively, if you're not going to go after the main rabbit, don't bother, bro, because that main rabbit is going to require 120% of everything that you have. So you need to decide, am I all in or am I out? And also as well, set yourself some really good sort of non-negotiables. Like be disciplined to yourself. Say, if I'm going to do this, get it done. Like almost become that person that you're going to need to make what you're doing successful. So that's my step 2.
100%. I think my step 3 is now sort of like training that, you know, that dedicated muscle, no pun intended, right? I think just really sort of like training that muscle. And I think where it counts mostly is when it's difficult, when you don't want to do it, when you don't want to go to the gym, when you don't want to get up for work, when you don't want to meet your clients, when you don't want to spend loads of time doing market research on your business or your new startup. When you don't want to do it, I think is the most important time. And the times where you don't want to do it are probably like stack that up. That's probably the most important time where you can get an amalgamation, right?
See the most movement.
It's the most movement, where the needle moves the most. Because it's fine doing it when on your own terms, when it's convenient, you know, when you're in a good mood, when everything is happy, jolly. But when, you know, the weather's bad, you're not feeling well, you know, your missus is rah, 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 rah. You know what I mean? Like, that's when it matters most. You know, jokes
The
aside.
guy's got a clapper on the head laughing. I know everyone laughed at that.
We're gonna get a text message. But like, you know, that's when it matters most, when it's most difficult.
Yeah, cool. And then the last one for me, like, understand and accept the course of dedication, like what that actually means, guys. That may cost you sleep. If you love sleep and you run on 8 hours, you might now run on 5, bro. Like, that's the dedication. Getting up early, going to bed late. It might cost you friends. It might cost you people you've known for years. Now, unfortunately, because you've decided to go right and they still want to stay where they are and go left, you're no longer friends with certain people. It will cost you your comfort zone, bro. And we all love a bit of comfort. Like, you have to, when you become dedicated, you have to step out of that comfort zone. Because like we always say, nothing amazing can happen when you're comfortable. Get uncomfortable and embrace that. And just understand that when you do, the dedication, guys, will give you that freedom that we all want in life. It will give you that growth. And more important, it will give that mastery of not only what you're doing, but also of yourself.
110%. Getting a bit more personal, where would you say, or when would you say, or can you give us an example in your life where you've dedicated yourself to something and you've been able to get there, but what were the costs?
This podcast, bro. Bro, we're like 50 something deep. Like, man's dedicated. That is what it looks like.
Yeah,
bro, there's
true.
been so many times where you're not in the mood, you're not feeling well. Bro, we filmed episodes coughing and sneezing and shit. We could have sobered. I'm not going to the studio today. I'm not, like, dedicated, like doing it whether you feel like doing it or not. I'm giving that as an example. Another example could just be like the business, really. I feel this is this business here that I now run. I've had several businesses and they've all not worked. And I look back now and I look at the dedication levels that I give to this, I never gave to that. And that can only be the only reason why it didn't work.
Question, why?
That's another episode. That's another episode. But I just feel...
Quick little synopsis.
Yeah, I just feel I gave up too soon. I didn't understand that in business, you might not make no money in year 1. You might not make no money in year 2, bro. But year 3 might be the breakthrough. I feel like a lot of my business I set up was when I was younger. And when you're younger, you know, no disrespect, you want things a lot quicker. Naturally, I get that. But I understand that things take time. And I think back then, being a young guy, I didn't really understand that it takes a while, bro. It takes a while. So when things started to get a bit hard and I didn't understand things, rather than just stick at it or learn and grow and work on my personal development to find out how I overcome the problems, I didn't. I kind of just gave up and always thought the grass was greener on the other side. So what I found is that all I kept doing was jumping from business to business, because every time things got hard, I just gave up. But now I understand that. Embrace the hard times, because that's where you learn. That's how you take your business to the next level.
Naturally, yeah. That makes sense. No, that makes sense. No, that's good.
So dedication, 100%. Like Nipsey Hussle said.
100%. 100%. Guys, I really, really hope that you appreciated this episode dedicated to dedication.
Okay, I see what you did there.
We need to have like a dedication counter. How many times did we say dedication this episode? But guys, I really hope, like, you know, if you're currently going through a bit of a strut or a bit of a rut, it ultimately takes dedication and being consistent and showing up when it matters most. And guys, if you made it this far into the episode, this is the part of the show we call Plug Bites. Plug Bites is a part of the show where me and John read out something that's touched us, that's moved us, often related to the topic that we think will be mutually beneficial to you, our lovely audience members here. Right?
Let's hope so.
Cool. Yeah.
I've got one. Well, I say I've got one. This is just me and how I feel about dedication, because watching that documentary, it was kind of like, it made me think about whether I was dedicated or not and other people around me. And I just want to say to you guys, like, this is just me just kind of saying it how it is. If you are doing a business right now or thinking about doing a business right now, if you're not dedicated, do not bother, because you will only waste your time and everybody else's. Whether that's people you get involved, people you speak to, people you get advice from, whatever it may be, if you're not going to dedicate yourself, don't bother.
My plug bite is, we must all suffer from one of two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And through the journey of dedication, there is going to be an element of discipline that needs you or allows you or requires of you to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And that pain is uncomfortable. Or you can bear the pain of regret, understanding and realizing that you could have done this, but you didn't want to endure that temporary pain of having to do something that your body didn't necessarily want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I think ultimately, like, either way, there's going to be a bit of pain to it. So now it's just a matter of mustering up the courage to endure it temporarily to have the long-lasting effects.
Mm-hmm. And I think, what, like, just to add to that, like, when there is pain, like, embrace it. Like, embrace it. I feel like for every pain you get running your business, it teaches you something you didn't know. And that something you didn't know helps you grow your business, take your business to the next level. You learn. You can only improve by learning, right? So embrace the pain, guys, because that's where the learning is. That's where the growth is, and that's how we level up.
110%. But guys, I really hope you appreciate this episode. As always, we put a lot of stress and emphasis into this because, you know, we're sort of pouring out a lot of our personal experiences with you. But guys, please make sure you're always liking, you're sharing, and you're subscribing. Roll to 500 subscribers.
We are indeed. And also roll to episode 50. We got a special edition coming out soon. We're cooking up something in the Unplug kitchen, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Watch out for episode 50, guys.
Please. As always, guys, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mum, tell your dad, tell his mistress. Be like her, because she's dedicated to him. Why aren't you? As always, guys, love.
Elevate.